everybody. This is going to be my last video like this for a period of time. For those of you who are more tapped into what is actually going off, I'm sure many of you would have been fearing this coming. However, it is now time to do this. Before I get to the words that you are fearing, I'm going to try one last plea to those who don't quite understand the gravity of the situation or who might still be burying their head in the sand. So, for those who have been following my recent posts, this is in relation to one of those posts. I'm going to show you a map. Now, this map was sent across to me back in March by one of the members of the collective. I have no doubts to kind of try and keep me on board and make me feel like I was part of what was going off. Now, this map clearly states and shows the hostile intentions to take over another territory. Now, let's be clear here. For somebody to have maps like this, it shows their intent. For me, the only thing that is missing off this map is some panzer tanks ready to attack. Now, I'm going to show you a second map. Okay, this is the map where I am currently located in this area. Now, I've drawn a border around this map, and this is the area that now comes under my protection. As most of you will be fully aware, there are other organisers working within this territory, and hence why I'm saying it comes under my protection, because I will be working with these organisers. Now, to the collective, let me make this crystal clear, because I'm sure you're sat there now going, we're going to pitch up there. Let me make this crystal clear for you. If any of you step foot in that territory, then I will leak further information about one person. The person that I am going to merely call Turkish Delight. Now, Turkish Delight, you know what this information is, and you know how it would bring your downfall. So you keep your fucking dogs on a leash. And if any one of you steps across that border and pitches up, that will be leaked. Now, I'm not going to do it online. I will use your tactics, and I will start spreading and leaking this information between individuals within the spiritual community, and I will let the root systems of the spiritual community pull you down like you have done to so many other people. Now, any other organisers who are wanting to work in this area, in this territory, please approach me, and I will speak with the other organisers in the territory, and we will discuss whether this is going to be the case. For any organisers that I am working with and going to be working with and feel brave enough to work with me, you will also come under my protection. Now, let's be clear here. This collective has ruined people's careers. This collective has damaged people's livelihoods, people's health, with their psychic attacks, with their bullying, with their spell work. I have had a vast amount of people come forward to me and tell me how their lives have been ruined. Enough is enough. Now, I would strongly advise other organisers to please open lines of communication with each other. If you don't feel like you can do this with each other directly, I'm more than happy to act as a middleman. I am very well aware that there is a lot of bad blood. Now, we don't all have to like each other. That's perfectly fine. However, we have to respect each other. I would also like to remind all of the other organisers that any bad blood has always come from one source and one source only. So please do not forget that. Now, just going back to the collective, I do have a very powerful group backing me. They have offered me their protection, and I have asked them to stand firm for the time being, but I will have no issues whatsoever asking for that protection. None whatsoever. Now, as of the release of this video at 6 p.m. on Friday, what I'm about to do is declare spiritual war on the collective and the dark energies that have taken over our community and also the greater collective. It's time to take a stand. You are either with me or you are against me. Now, I am fully aware that many people will continue to bury their heads in the sand. I am fully aware that many people will see this as a joke, and that's perfectly fine. It's got to the point now where something has to be done. Now, this war is not fought with weapons. It's fought with ideologies. It's fought with passion. It's fought with faith. Now, let's be crystal clear here so that nobody's under any illusions. The dark side will use underhand dirty tactics, and they will. They'll use bullying, they'll use black magic, and they'll use psychic attacks. Now, I would urge specifically the witches and my dark side collective that we do not use offensive. We only use defensive. And I cannot stress that more clearly. Now, for those who are not on the front line, so to speak, for those who are currently in hiding, for those who have been hiding their light under a bushel, it is time to bring that out. For the light workers and starseeds, it is time to do what you've been brought here to do, to raise the vibration, to help people change their lives. It is time to put any fears, doubts, and ego to one side. Now, anybody who chooses to bury their head in the sand, please be aware that you will have to, at some point, see me, and you will have to look me in the eye. You will also have to look yourselves in the eye of the mirror every day and reflect on the fact that you have sold your soul, you have sold your reason for being here into a collective that is only focused on power and greed and keeping the status quo. This is what you have been brought here to break. This is what your job was about, not status, money, and ego. Now, there is one way that this can be ended swiftly and quickly. I've no doubt in my mind that it won't happen because, again, there's too many of you living in your ego and living in fear. But the way we end this quickly and swiftly is just to pull out. Do not attend. If there aren't any people there to attend, it will crumble. Simple as that. But it does take a group effort. And it does take a group to wake up to that and to, again, remember why they've been brought here. Just pull out. It's as simple as that. Without money, without people there for people to see and attend, it will crumble in the fastest time possible. But you've got to be brave enough to do that. Now, I have already started preparations for forming what I call the new wave, who are coming forwards. Now, I would urge the older guard, let's call them, who are on the right side, to support this, to teach, to support, and to guide, because we will be the ones on the front line doing the best we can, to change lives, to wake people up. To any starseeds or light workers out there who feel stuck, please do come for a reading with me if you feel necessary, and I will try my best to activate that within you. Now, to the collective, you've massively underestimated me. You've massively underestimated the darkness that sits within me and the beast that is in me. Now, unlike yourselves, I have this beast firmly caged and under control. However, please be clear, I am not a nice person. My core is a good, honest, moral person, but I am not a nice person. And I am happy, more than happy, to let that beast extend its arm out of the cage if needs be, if it is the right thing to do. Now, it's not too late to change. There is always time to change. And again, I would urge any of this collective who feels that they are being controlled, any of this collective who feel like they're being controlled with magic or otherwise, you can come to me and I will help you. No questions asked, no judgment. But ultimately, that is your choice. So on parting, all I will say again is welcome to the dark side.